How you folks doing? My name's Judd, and this is my second video I made. I'm gonna pretty much talk about the dollar and the Bible and the government. For one, the government does not follow the Bible. Okay, they do not follow the Bible whatsoever. I mean, they follow a couple rules in the Bible, but they do not follow the Bible. They follow things like no murder. Believe it or not, when it comes down to adultery, when you're in court and stuff, going through divorce court, if they say, okay, did your husband cheat on you, and they find out that he did, she gets all your shit. So believe it or not, well, pretty much like my first video. But anyways, what I'm getting to talk about is God and the government and freedom. For one, like this dollar, okay, this is a real dollar. This is our everyday dollar. We work every day to make this, okay, and it's on everyone. Ouch. On everyone, it says, "In God we trust." In God we trust, right on the dollar. Okay, can you see it? There it is. Okay, it says it on there. Here's a $5 bill. What's it say? In God we trust. Every piece of money that you grab, you find in your wallet and you pull it out, even coins. I don't think I have any coins on me. But even coins even say it. Okay, in God we trust. Okay. Believe it or not, the reason why it says in God we trust is because in the Bible it states that God made the government. So the only way that the government is going to get people to freaking follow the government is when they put out the Bible. They say, here's a Bible. Okay, they used to actually make people go to church and learn. They used to even have it in schools. And the reason why they did this is because the only way they can get the people in this world to follow the government and go by the rules and by their statutes and the regulations is if they put it on their dollar, showing that, you know what, we go by God. Okay, you'll even see it on TV. Like lately, since Trump has become in office, you'll notice if you go online or if you even watch TV, there's always a priest around or they're in some kind of a church. Okay, every time they're doing something, they're in a church. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's just, that's why they put it on TV, because it's media. Okay, say, look, we're God-following citizens. Okay, or we're God-following government. We're going by the Bible. No, they don't. They do not go by the fucking Bible. Nobody goes by the Bible. Nobody goes by the Bible. Not one single fucking person in the world. Everybody that goes to church doesn't go to by the Bible. You know why? Because if you have to make this to live, you don't go by the Bible. Okay? You're not a God-following person. Okay? Another thing, you notice that, if CPS finds out that you're spanking your kids or anything like that, or abusing your kids of any way, okay, I can understand if you spank them to a point where it's going to hurt them or kill them, or, or if you start starving your kids or whatever like that, yeah, I can see that's pretty messed up. Okay, God doesn't want you to, kill off your children, okay, but He does want you to discipline them, okay. And CPS, they'll even say, if they come over to your house and they see that you spanking your kid, okay, they actually will write it down and they will find a way to take your kids, or somebody else will call CPS on you to freaking come over and get your kids, okay. But it even says in Proverbs 23:13 in the Bible that do not withhold discipline from a child. If you strike him with a rod, he will not die, okay. Now, if the government went by the Bible and you spanked your kid, okay, and then they come and freaking take your kids away for spanking them, or they put a fine against you for doing it, or whatever, okay, they're not going by the Bible. They're just not going by the Bible. They never will go by the Bible. And believe it or not, I think it's a bunch of bullshit, because lately I've been reading a lot of the Bible, and I realize that if I actually lived by the Bible, my life would probably be great. I would love my life. I would probably get ahead in life a lot better. I wouldn't probably be I'd probably be the better person than I am now, by far. By far. Okay? Not just for making more money, okay? You follow the Bible, you will not make more money. Okay? I'm just telling you that right now. And that's the reason why everybody doesn't follow the Bible. And I say that to everybody that goes to church or doesn't go to church. You do not follow the Bible because you know what? You guys try to make more money. You chase money. Which even the Bible says money is the root of all evil. Wonder why God says that? Probably because it's true. Okay, the government want us to either be poor or to make money. And believe it or not, the government will find a way someday in the future, maybe 10, 20 years from now, okay, 30 years from now, they will take everything from you. They look at the fact that, you know, the reason why they raise, you know, the price of living and they raise your wages and everything else is because if they say, okay, we're going to raise your wages from $10 to $12, we can tax more money from you. We'll take more money from you. That's why most of you look at your check. If you work fucking 40 hours a week, you get a check, and you get used to that. And then if you work fucking 80 hours a week, okay, you're still getting a big ass chunk of change taken out. So the more money you freaking make, the more money they take, no matter what. But anyways, if you look in the Bible and you look under the verse Timothy 6:17 through 18, it states, however, those who are rich are admonished to not put their hope in their wealth, but in God, and they are to be generous and willing to share. Okay? And what the Bible means by they is anybody. Government, your friends, your parents, anybody. It doesn't matter who the fuck it is. Anybody. Okay? And when the Bible states your brother, he's pretty much talking about everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. Okay? Another thing here is I want to talk about is Psalms 24:1. The earth is the Lord's and it contains and all its. The earth is the Lord's and all it contains, the world and those who dwell in it. So the world belongs to God. Everything in this world belongs to God. And if you notice in the Bible, it states anything that is God's is his children's. Is yours. Okay? You're God's child. You're God's children. Your neighbor's God's children. Everybody that's God's children. Okay? But you got to realize the government was made by God, right? Government was. So pretty much what it's saying is anything that is government property, okay? Stuff that you have to pay for, okay? If the government owns it, you don't have to pay for the fucking shit. It's already yours. Okay? You want to go out to a freaking okay, like down the road here, I have a camping spot, right? Camping area. It's government owned. It's you know, national park. It's government owned. Okay? It's national park or even a state park. Doesn't matter. Government, state, it don't matter. It's God owned. Okay? They charge you to park there. You have to buy a fucking discovery pass just to park there or even to hunt there or whatever. Okay? That's another thing. You have to pay for a hunter's license when it's God's freaking animals. God put them on this planet for us to survive. Okay? We shouldn't have to pay for this shit. Okay? God, man. I'm sorry. Okay? It's either one of two things. There's a God and no government, or there's a government and no God. Think of that. Or there's a God and a government, but it's a corrupted government, so you don't follow that. You follow God no matter what. Because if you follow this government, your life's going to be fucked up anyways. No matter what you do. No matter how hard you work. No matter where you go. It's screwed. It's done. It's fucked. It's not going to end. Okay? Anyways. Let's go to Leviticus 25, 35, 37. If your brother becomes poor and cannot maintain himself with you, you shall support him as though he were a stranger and a sojourner, and he shall live with you. Take no interest from him or profit, but fear your God, that your brother may live beside you. You shall not lend him money at interest, nor give him food for a profit. Now you tell me this. If the government owns property and you're fucking homeless, okay, like HUD, okay, there's HUD houses out there which is government owned, okay, and I see them out there, you gotta buy them, you gotta have credit to fucking buy them, even though you don't really owe anything, okay, and the government's what screwed you in the first place anyways. You gotta pay for something that God owns, okay. And remember, the government has to go by the fucking Bible, or this is false money. This is fake, okay? This is what you guys would call real money. It's not. It's fake. You know why it's fake? Because it's a lie. It's a fucking lie. States it right there. There's your lie. Right there. Right there at the top of that fucking $5 bill. It is a lie. Okay? You guys just don't get it. You don't understand what this freaking world is coming to. You don't understand what this government's going to do to this world in the future. Okay? It ain't going to get better. It's going to get worse. It will never get better. It's just going to get worse and more worse and more worse. Okay? You guys thought freaking World War II was bad. Okay? The government wasn't fucking protecting any of us. It was a way of making money. It was a way to make money. That was all it is. It was just a way to make money. Okay? The reason why the United States... Okay, let's say Germany wants to start a war with France. Okay? Germany wants to start a war with France. You know the reason why we got stuck in the middle of it? Is because our government wanted more money. And remember when I told you on my last video that the government takes your birth certificates, throws it around the freaking stock market and makes money off it, right? So your birth certificate is a bond. And it becomes more and more and more and more money. So it's probably like $1 million by now. Or more. That you don't have in your pocket. So if you go join the military, okay, and those two countries are fighting over there, this country wants to make money, so they're going to send your ass over there and hope to God you fucking die in fucking war so they can take that fucking bond, cash it, and make more money for themselves. Read the First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting establishment or religion. Talk to you guys later. Bye.